The fall of the Roman Empire marked the beginning of a period shrouded in mystery and misconception, the Dark Ages. This era, spanning roughly from the 5th to the late 15th century, is often painted as a time of cultural and economic decline. But was it truly as dark as history books suggest?
The term Dark Ages itself is a relatively modern construct, coined during the Renaissance to highlight the perceived lack of cultural and scientific advancements. However, recent historical research reveals a more nuanced picture. This period saw the rise of significant developments in art, architecture, and even early forms of scientific inquiry.
Join us as we journey through the myths and realities of the Dark Ages, uncovering the hidden gems of this misunderstood era. From the intricate designs of medieval manuscripts to the establishment of early universities, the so-called Dark Ages were far from devoid of progress. Let's delve deeper into this fascinating chapter of history.
Stay tuned as we unveil the truths behind the myths and discover the true legacy of the Dark Ages.
When you think of the Dark Ages, what comes to mind? A time of chaos and barbarity, right? But what if I told you that this period wasn't as dark as it's often portrayed? Let's dive into the truth about the Dark Ages. We begin with the Migration period, spanning roughly from 476 to 800 CE. This era followed the fall of the Western Roman Empire, a collapse that left a significant power vacuum in Western Europe.
Various barbarian groups, including the Huns, Goths, Vandals, and Franks, migrated into former Roman territories, reshaping the political and social landscape. These migrations were driven by factors like climate change, overpopulation, and pressure from other groups. This influx of new peoples led to widespread conflict and instability, contributing to the decline of urban centers and the fragmentation of centralized authority. The term Dark Ages is now falling out of favor among historians. While it reflects the lack of written records from the time, it also carries a negative connotation of intellectual and cultural stagnation. Recent scholarship challenges this view, highlighting the period's complexities and the emergence of new cultural and social structures. The fall of the Western Roman Empire in 476 CE marked a turning point in European history. The once mighty empire crumbled under the weight of its own vastness, weakened by internal strife and external pressures. This collapse led to a power vacuum in the West, paving the way for the rise of new kingdoms and empires. The disintegration of Roman infrastructure and administration resulted in a decline in trade, literacy, and urban life. However, it also provided an opportunity for new cultures and traditions to emerge. The migrating groups brought with them their own languages, beliefs, and customs, which interacted and blended with existing Roman and indigenous cultures. This period witnessed the rise of powerful Germanic kingdoms, such as the Franks in Gaul and the Visigoths in Spain. These kingdoms, while initially lacking the centralized structure of the Roman Empire, gradually developed their own forms of governance, law, and culture, laying the foundation for medieval societies. The term Dark Ages, though still used colloquially, is increasingly avoided by historians due to its misleading connotations. While the migration period saw a decline in traditional Roman learning and a scarcity of written records, it was far from a period of complete darkness or barbarity. Recent research has shed light on the significant cultural and intellectual developments that occurred during this time. The influx of new peoples and ideas led to a vibrant mixing of cultures, resulting in the emergence of new artistic styles, languages, and social structures. The Christian Church played a crucial role in preserving knowledge, fostering literacy, and providing a sense of continuity amidst the upheaval. Moreover, this era witnessed the rise of powerful figures like Charlemagne, who briefly united much of Western Europe under his rule in the 8th century. Charlemagne's reign, characterized by a revival of learning and the arts, is often seen as a precursor to the Carolingian Renaissance. This challenges the notion of the Dark Ages as a period devoid of intellectual or cultural achievements. So the next time you think of the Dark Ages, remember that this period was a time of transformation, cultural blending, and significant developments that paved the way for the medieval world. Thanks for watching True Real History.